You have been led to believe that your exhaustion is a simple matter of lack of sleep or poor nutrition, but in this 54th chapter, we expose a much deeper betrayal, the dying of your mitochondrial fire. Within every single cell of your body, there are ancient, stardust-derived engines that do far more than just produce ATP. These are your internal suns, the primary sensors of your biological sovereignty. In the year 2026, the artificial environment has forced these tiny suns into a cell danger response. They have stopped producing energy and started producing defense signals. They have dimmed their light to protect themselves from the modern onslaught of EMFs, synthetic blue light, and chemical static. Dr. Thorne is here to tell you that you are not chronically fatigued, you are simply in a state of biological winter. Your internal fire has been reduced to a flickering ember, and it is time to pour the primordial oil back onto the flame. If your internal light is dark, your external world will follow. The mitochondrial matrix is where your spirit meets your biology. When your mitochondria are vibrant, your voltage is high, and your presence is undeniable. But when they are damaged by the white poisons and the digital fog, your biological field collapses. You become invisible to the universe, a shadow of the high-performance machine you were designed to be. In Chapter 54, we initiate the red light ignition. We are moving beyond the superficiality of calorie counting and into the realm of quantum bioenergetics. We are cleaning the soot from the internal engines and restoring the proton flow. Sovereignty requires a massive amount of cellular energy. You cannot lead, you cannot create, and you cannot resist if your internal suns are cold. Today, we reignite the fire. We exit the danger response. We reclaim the radiant power that is your birthright. The darkness of 2026 ends where your internal light begins. Most of you are living in a permanent state of mitochondrial shutdown. When these ancient organelles detect a threat, whether it is a heavy metal, a viral fragment, or the chaotic frequency of a 5G tower, they switch their role from energy producers to defense units. They harden their membranes and stop the flow of electrons. This is the cell danger response. It is a survival mechanism designed for short-term crises, but in the modern world, it has become your permanent residence. You are running your life on emergency backup batteries, and the price is your longevity. Your hair thins, your brain slows, and your drive to conquer the world evaporates. Dr. Thorne demands that you stop fighting the symptoms and start negotiating with the source. You must convince your mitochondria that the war is over, or at least, that your sanctuary is secure. The mitochondrial ghosting of 2026 is real. You look at people and they seem hollow, like a house with no lights on inside. This is because their internal suns have retreated. To bring the light back, we must perform a quantum purge. We must remove the energy parasites that are stealing your electrons. This includes the non-native EMFs that are vibrating your cellular water at the wrong frequency, disrupting the delicate electron transport chain. When you shield your sanctuary and ground your body to the earth, you signal to your mitochondria that it is safe to restart the engines. You are not lazy, you are simply unplugged from the primary source. We are reconnecting the wires today. We are moving from survival to dominance. The engines are beginning to hum once again. Your mitochondria are light-hungry predators. Specifically, they crave the red and near-infrared frequencies that the sun provides at dawn and dusk. These photons are not just light, they are information. They act as a biological lubricant for the cytochrome C oxidase enzyme, the final gateway of energy production. When you deprive yourself of this natural red light and replace it with the jagged, flickering blue light of modern screens, you are literally starving your internal suns. You are feeding them visual junk food, and wondering why they are failing. In the 54th chapter, we master the photonic harvest. You must seek the sun's orange glow to prime your cells for the day's battles. This is not sunbathing, this is nuclear refueling. In 2026, the sovereign man uses light as a weapon. He knows that red light increases the viscosity of cellular water, making it easier for the ATP synthase motor to spin. Imagine a motor spinning in thick mud versus one spinning in pure, structured oil. That is the difference between a man who is calcified and a man who is luminous. Dr. Thorne's protocol involves the sun first principle. Before you check your digital shackles, your phone, you must check the horizon. You must allow those first red photons to hit your retinas and your skin, triggering the mitochondrial reset. You are filling your tanks for the journey ahead. When your internal sun is bright, the shadows of the world cannot touch you. You become a source of light, rather than a consumer of it. Energy is not found in a pill, it is found in the proton gradient. Your mitochondria work by creating a pressure of protons across a membrane, like water behind a massive dam. When that pressure is released through the ATP motor, energy is created. But in 2026, your dam is leaking. Heavy metals, artificial sweeteners, and processed seed oils have punched holes in your mitochondrial membranes. Your protons are leaking out before they can do any work. This is why you feel heavy even when you eat healthy. You have no internal pressure. Dr. Thorne's membrane repair protocol is about sealing the leaks. We use phospholipids and ancient fats to rebuild the cellular walls, making your internal dams impenetrable once again. Once the leaks are sealed, we increase the voltage. This is done through cold thermogenesis and oxygen sovereignty. When you expose your body to the cold, your mitochondria respond by increasing their density. They multiply to create more heat. You are literally building more suns. You are increasing your nuclear capacity. A man with a high mitochondrial density is a man with a magnetic presence. He doesn't need to try to be influential, his very field is higher than those around him. He is a high-voltage entity in a low-voltage world. This is the secret of the masters, they didn't have more willpower, they had more protons. We are building that pressure today. We are turning the turbines of your soul until they roar with the fire of 1,000 suns. As we conclude this 54th chapter, I want you to feel the warmth beginning to rise from the center of your chest. This is not just heat, it is the radiant sovereignty returning to its throne. The mitochondrial fire is the ultimate defense against the decay of the modern age. A body full of light is a body that cannot be corrupted. The mirror glitch disappears when your internal sun is bright enough to illuminate the truth. You look into the glass and you see a man who is charged, a man who is luminous, and a man who is unstoppable. You have moved from the cell danger response to the cell command response. You are no longer waiting for energy, you are the energy. Carry this fire protocol into the arena, feed your sons with the red light of the dawn. Protect your membranes from the white poisons of the industry. Seal the leaks in your proton dam with the fats of your ancestors. And never, ever allow the digital fog to dim the brilliance of your internal engines. You are a star-born machine designed for infinite expansion. The world wants you cold, dark, and tired, but Dr. Thorne wants you burning with the intensity of a primary star. The transmission of the 54th is complete. The fire is lit. The sun is rising inside you. This is Dr. Julian Thorne, ending the broadcast for the Radiant Sovereign. Stay bright. Stay burning. Your light is the only true sovereignty you will ever own. Welcome back to the fire. The darkness of 2026 has no power here.